So this is just a quick review on my new guitar. It is the Harley Benton Bigtone Vintage Orange. And the reason I'm doing this review is that when I wanted to buy the guitar, there were here and there some doubts. There are several videos going around on YouTube saying that the guitar was not very good. So I had some doubts whether I should buy it or not. But here are my findings. The first thing that was a very positive surprise was how well the guitar was packed. This is the box that it came in, and it's completely lined with some foamy plastic material, about 1 centimeter thick. So it was very well protected. This little ring was around the pickup switch. And of course, as with Thomann, this was not the box that it was shipped in directly. It still had another box around it, which was all very well protected. Yeah, and then the guitar itself. What you're seeing here is not the guitar as it came out of the box. I did some small changes on it. It comes here with a small transparent pickup guard that I took off. Maybe I'm gonna put a pearloid white on it, but for the moment I just left it off. I think it looks nicer without it. The other thing I did is that normally the strings go underneath here. And I read quite a bit that people found that the string tension was too high. So I changed it as was recommended, and now it just goes over. The other thing was that I lowered the bridge a little bit. And also with this type of guitars, the bridge is loose. So anytime you want to change your strings, then the bridge will fall off. So I stuck the bridge on it with 2 small pieces of double-sided tape. It's only a very thin tape, but it will prevent the bridge from falling off. And also, if it would fall off, then you would have to set the intonation again. That was also something that I did. And since the bridge is completely loose, as soon as you start doing anything with the strings, then of course the intonation will be changed. So that was the major reason for me to stick the bridge to the guitar with some double-sided tape. And it was very easy to get the intonation right. I just measured the distance from the headstock to the 12th fret, and then I took that same distance from the 12th fret down to the position of the bridge, and that's where I marked that position with some tape, and then I stuck the bridge on. Another thing that I did was I changed the tuners for locking tuners. I'm a big fan of locking tuners. They make changing strings a lot easier, and particularly on a Bigbody guitar. Changing strings on a Bigbody guitar works a bit different than on your normal electric guitar. Here, these little round things, they go behind something. You have to bend the string a little bit and then wind it up. So I found it a lot easier to do that when I can just lock the string into the tuner and then put it in place. All this work that I did was only minor. Now, what do I think about the guitar? I think it's amazing. The way it came out of the box is fantastic. All the fretwork is really good. There are no sharp edges whatsoever. The fretboard is very well done. The frets are definitely very smooth, maybe not polished, and maybe if you do a lot of bending, then you might want to give them a small polish, or maybe you play them in. The binding is all very nice. It has this fancy colored binding, Now, the guitar standard comes with 11 strings. Personally, I prefer the 9s, and I wanted to change them for Harley Benton strings, number 9. But what happens is that these little rings, they go behind some pins on the bridge. And the Harley Benton strings, these round color things, the hole there is too small to go around it. So if you buy new strings, this is definitely something to think about. I don't know what strings these are. Thomann does not give any specs on it. Given the fact that they have these colored heads, they might be D'Addario strings, which is typical for D'Addario, but it could be any other Chinese brand as well. Inside the guitar, my phone will not move around very well, but as you can see, it's quite clean. Also a look from the other side. The top of the guitar is made of one piece. I could not find anything wrong with it, no blemishes in the paint or anything. It all looks really clean and very good. Straight out of the box, the guitar was very well playable, but as I did some setup on it, I changed the height of the strings by lowering the bridge all the way down to the maximum. Also, I tightened the screw for the Bigbody bar, as it was slightly loose. Now it's a bit more fixed and it stays in place better. So if you're thinking about buying this Harley Benton Bigtone vintage orange, then I can only say go for it. It's absolutely worth it. Currently at Thomann it's $3.29. I got it a bit cheaper because I live in an area where there are very low taxes, so it cost me 270 euros, and for that money it is absolutely a fantastic guitar. There will be no sound demo with this video. There are plenty of videos on YouTube. Also, there is an artist called Marcus K who is busking all over Europe. He plays this guitar, so if you want to get an idea of the sound, then watch these videos. Also on the Thomann website there is a video where they show all the sound options. Okay, thank you for watching. This is my little review of the Harley Benton Bigtone Vintage Orange. Fantastic guitar.